begins to play. My jolly joined by charms and light. Sit back. I love Adobe Photoshop. I love Adobe Photoshop. Start now, Adobe Photoshop. So slowly and softly, vocals are used. Vocals are used. Let's do it now, Adobe Photoshop. I respect you, Adobe Photoshop. Let's start right now, Adobe Photoshop. Let's do it now, Adobe Photoshop. I respect you, Adobe Photoshop. Let's start right now, Adobe Photoshop. Let's do it now, Adobe Photoshop. Adobe Photoshop. I love Adobe Photoshop. I love Adobe Photoshop. Start now, Adobe Photoshop. Let's do it now, Adobe Photoshop. I respect you, Adobe Photoshop. Let's start right now, Adobe Photoshop. Let's do it now, Adobe Photoshop. I respect you, Adobe Photoshop. Let's start right now, Adobe Photoshop. Low down the beat, add it gently. I respect you, Adobe Photoshop. I respect you, Adobe Photoshop. Let's start right now, Adobe Photoshop. Let's do it now, Adobe Photoshop. I respect you, Adobe Photoshop. Let's start right now, Adobe Photoshop. Let's do it now, Adobe Photoshop. Beat begins to play. My jolly joined by charms and light. Sit back. I love Adobe Photoshop. I love Adobe Photoshop. Start now, Adobe Photoshop. So slowly and softly, vocals are used. Vocals are used. Let's do it now, Adobe Photoshop. I respect you, Adobe Photoshop. Let's start right now, Adobe Photoshop. Let's do it now, Adobe Photoshop. I respect you, Adobe Photoshop. Let's start right now, Adobe Photoshop. Let's do it now, Adobe Photoshop. Adobe Photoshop. I love Adobe Photoshop. I love Adobe Photoshop. Start now, Adobe Photoshop. Let's do it now, Adobe Photoshop. I respect you, Adobe Photoshop. Let's start right now, Adobe Photoshop. Let's do it now, Adobe Photoshop. I respect you, Adobe Photoshop. Let's start right now, Adobe Photoshop. Low down the beat, add it gently. I respect you, Adobe Photoshop. I respect you, Adobe Photoshop. Let's start right now, Adobe Photoshop. Let's do it now, Adobe Photoshop. I respect you, Adobe Photoshop. Let's start right now, Adobe Photoshop. Let's do it now, Adobe Photoshop. Beat begins to play. My jolly joined by charms and light. Sit back. I love Adobe Photoshop. I love Adobe Photoshop. Start now, Adobe Photoshop. So slowly and softly, vocals are used. Vocals are used. Let's do it now, Adobe Photoshop. I respect you, Adobe Photoshop. Let's start right now, Adobe Photoshop. Adobe Photoshop. I love Adobe Photoshop. I love Adobe Photoshop. Start now, Adobe Photoshop. Let's do it now, Adobe Photoshop. I respect you, Adobe Photoshop. Let's start right now, Adobe Photoshop. Let's do it now, Adobe Photoshop. I respect you, Adobe Photoshop. Let's start right now, Adobe Photoshop. Low down the beat, add it gently. I respect you, Adobe Photoshop. I respect you, Adobe Photoshop. Let's start right now, Adobe Photoshop. Let's do it now, Adobe Photoshop. I respect you, Adobe Photoshop. Let's start right now, Adobe Photoshop. Let's do it now, Adobe Photoshop.